Okay, so let's take a look at how you can create a stack bar chart in Python using Matplotlib library. So first thing, what we're going to do is we are going to open terminal, right? So you can open command prompt if you want, and make sure that you have Python install as well. Now in Python, you type in pip install to install the packages. So we need one which is Matplotlib, right? And we are going to execute these in Jupyter Notebook. So we will also install Jupyter Lab, right? And once we do that, we can go ahead and type in Jupyter Notebook, right? Alternatively, you can also use Jupyter-Lab. Okay, then hit enter, and that should open up a new window in Microsoft Edge or any other default browser of your choice, right? So as you can see, this will open Edge browser, and then here we get the option to open a notebook, right? So this notebook will be writing our code that generates a stack bar chart, right? As you can see, this is the notebook. Here I'm going to type in import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in groups, then I'm going to create groups. So say A, then B, then C, then D, and then E, right? If you want, you can also import numpy as np, right? So in case if you happen to use any method from numpy, then in that case you can use np, right? So now once we are done with that, we can create set of values 1, then values 2 equals to, right? Then we have 12, then 19, then 14, then 27, then 16, right? So basically 5 values as per our group, then 20, 30, then 15, 17, and 20, right? So once we have these two things, we can go ahead and create our basic stack bar chart, right? So we use plt dot subplots, right? And then we use x dot bar, so groups, then values 1, then x, then bar, then groups, then values 2, then bottom equals to values 1, right? So now we just have to show our plot. So as you can see, values 1, values 2 goes to show a stacked bar chart that will be one top of the other. Select this, run, and that should generate a stack bar chart. Okay, so sorry, as you can see the error here, numpy. Unfortunately, I just wrote nump, and if I run this, this should show the basic stack bar chart, right? So here you can see value 1 and 2 and one bar chart over another, right? And if you want, you can make 3 groups and add the value accordingly. So let's see, if you add one more group with the name values 3, that combines the value 1 and value 2, that can also be used to add at the bottom, right? right? So the next thing we can go with is adjusting the width, right? So if I add some value for width, say 0.25, and then ax dot bar where we have c groups values 2, then this bottom value can also add width parameter equals to width, comma, select all, run, right? So here you can see I adjusted the width for one of the value set, can also do the same, comma, and add that. If I run this, both charts will have width adjusted, right? So that's for your adjusting the width, right? Next thing, we can also add error bars, but for that we'll have to make sure to also add more options for values. So values 1, then std standard, and let's say 213.52, right? And if I close this, then values 2 underscore std equals to then 1, then 4, then 0 0.5, then 0.75, and 1, right? So we adjusted with that. The next thing, we can use y error parameter to add within one of our charts. So y error equals to, let's say, values 1 underscore standard, right? And I can add e color, which is parameter for error color, can set it red, right? Similarly, I have to do this for values 2 as well. So here let's say y error set to values 2 underscore standard. Here I can use e color equals to green, then bottom, we already have bottom option, so no need to repeat that. So if I run this, let's see what happens. Notice we have green and red showing the error bars, right? For that we already set the values from values underscore std, values 2 underscore std, which is standard for each set of values, right? Now also one more thing to consider here is changing the color to specific value of your choice, right? So let's say if I wish to use color equals to, then needs 2 semicolon, let's do this for both, right? So color equals to, so now we'll have to find some colors, right? So let's come up with some interesting colors. So let's say these two or something like this, right? So this looks good, we'll go with one of that value, right? So here I'll just have to use hash, then add the value. The next thing I can pick this one or even this one, so let's go with another option. Right now if I select all of the code and run, you will see the change in stacked area bar charts color, right? So that's the bar color being changed. Now what if I want to add border, right? So in that case I will have to use edge color, right? So edge color set to say black, that will make it more strong color based on the line width that we pass. So line width 2 set to 2. So we have our edge color black, line width 2 for both these charts, right? So let's try and run this. and there you go. Your border color now is more stronger, right? You can play with some colors like say yellow, set to this edge color. Okay, that would also look good, but depending on the type of color you choose here would make the difference for your code, right? So if you are using green and blue and so, the chart will strongly appear. So this comes in handy if you are doing any form of technical analysis and you want to point out some specific points, or with the help of these stacked bars you can explain particular set of values and their error bars, right? Again, you will have to play with the color choices in order for that output to look properly, right? So what we have done so far is we managed to draw one basic stacked area bar chart. So this stacked bar, we can adjust their colors. We managed to adjust the width of these bars. As you can see, if I remove the width, or if I add width additionally 0.55 or so, that will make the bars look differently, right? We managed to do that as well. We created error bars as well. We also added colors to these bars as previously stated. All you have to do is use color parameter along with the hex value. Then we also added the border from black. We also changed to yellow also. We also adjusted the line width, right? So stack bar chart we managed to form.